season 2013. We've only got a few days to bow hunt this year and we're trying a new spot for mule deer. One thing I love about hunting is that you just never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you wait all year for an opportunity at a decent buck, and sometimes the moment just springs on you when you're not even ready, which is what happened to us when we were driving to our spot on the very first morning.
It's 40 yards down. Come here, come here.
What a gong show. A nice little buck at 40 yards on our first morning and we just blow it. Apparently Dan didn't hear me in the moment and he thought the buck was much further away. Well, after a couple seconds he ran a little further and he stopped at my whistle and was now standing at about 70 yards, which is just not a shot that we're going to take. So we watched him until he got a little bit too nervous and eventually he booked off. Not exactly how we had it planned out. Hopefully we can find another buck and get some meat in the freezer.
Okay, it's bow season. And it's raining. And we're going to see if we can sneak into our spot and make something happen. We've seen 4 bucks today, this morning, and it was awesome hunt, and hopefully we can get some of the same action tonight and actually arrow one. Right, Dan?
Absolutely.
Alright, let's go.
Good spot, man. Very good spot.
Okay, we've got 5 deer, 3 bucks, and they're all under 100 yards, and they're just feeding. The wind is still pretty bad, but for some reason they haven't spooked yet. So we're hoping they keep feeding a little closer, and maybe Dan can get a shot at one of these 2 points.
The bucks never spooked, but they slowly went over the rise away from us, and all that was left was us and the does. It was starting to get dark, and that was day 1 in the books.
Just spotted these 2 deer. They're probably about 400 yards away. Bedded down, and they're both bucks. That one on the back's got a wide rack. The one in the front, he's bedded down really weird. Actually, it's kind of funny. I'm zoomed in as far as I can, but pretty cool. They're onto us, obviously. We're just driving. It's like 10 o'clock. After hiking this morning and not seeing any bucks, and now we got 2 here. It's pretty sweet. We didn't get a chance at those 2, at that one nice big wide one, but we got a 3-point and a 2-point and a doe about 150 yards below us, and we're just gonna try from a different angle now, see if we can make a stalk or let them walk by us, whatever works. I don't want to go too deep in, it's gonna get noisy.
We attempted a stalk in some noisy, challenging terrain. We got relatively close at 70 yards, but it wasn't long before the bucks were onto us. After we attempted to close the remaining 20 yards, the bucks had had enough of our nonsense and they were out of here. If you've ever tried to spot and stalk mule deer with a bow, you understand how frustrating and challenging it can be.